Mhm. Yes, that's a very interesting question that you had mentioned before, is that Dr. Scott really outlined what we need to do in terms of understanding ourselves. We need to get that together before we really understand our relationship with money. Um, it comes down to I do a behavioral finance, so I take a lot of who people are behaviorally in terms of how they deal with their money. It's a values based conversation. So, whatever you value is basically what you spend money on. So, we go through, if one of your values family, if that's the case, it's a hard time, especially during the holidays, because if family is one of your values, you may tend to overspend because you're really trying to compensate on pleasing everybody in the family. Everybody gets a gift. Everybody gets expensive gifts, whatever the case may be. So understanding where people are in terms of what their values are will determine what they're going to spend their money on. And then, unfortunately, sometimes people beat themselves up because now they're really focused on maybe people pleasing and giving away more than they actually have. So it comes down to understanding what your needs are and what you need for yourself, and then displaying that outwardly for others.
That outward explanation sometimes come with being able to opt out. Could
Mhm.
both of you share, how do you say no without appearing ungrateful? Because I know there are family dynamics where individuals are like, well, you got to get from our family, your family, or you didn't do anything. So then there's this guilt for opting out without people understanding really what's happening with you and your finances.